Are you alive? Yes? Of course you are. So this book is definitely for you. This story is for every person on the planet who is an artist of their own reality, which is everyone. But what does it mean to be an artist of your own reality, you ask? Well, as you live your life, you will have many choices to make, skills to learn, and experiences to confront. All your actions, no matter how small, build and blend until suddenly the most magnificent piece of art towers before you. The artwork? Your life. The artist? You. And because experiences are had, skills are learned, and choices are made all throughout our lives, there is no use in excluding anyone from this book because of their age. Some learn to tie their shoes at 3, 17, or 82. Others learn to be genuinely kind at 1, 46, or 63. And death? Many don't learn a thing about it until it's unpleasantly staring them in the face. When you reach a certain age, if you haven't learned a certain thing, there can be shame involved. Shame has no place here. So, if you are reading this book, you are doing exactly what you should be doing, no matter your age, gender, or colour. No matter where you live or what you believe, you are meant for this book, and this book is meant for you. So now that we have the nuts and bolts out of the way, I have some bad news, and then some good news. The bad news? Realistically, growing up can be hard, bewildering, tiring, lonely, and often disappointing. The good news? Growing up can also be exciting, eye-opening, and thrilling. But we all go through it, so we are all in this together. We can lean on each other, learn from one another. So, you are hereby warmly welcomed to your life. Embracing reality is truly an art, and you, my friend, are the artist. Are you ready to begin? First, you were born and are now a baby, an observer of all the beautiful colours and textures around you. This is hopefully a time of warmth, full bellies, loving eyes, and squishy bodies. If it's not, if you were dealt a more difficult hand and you don't have squishy bodies to nuzzle into, just know it has nothing to do with you. You absolutely deserve all those wonderful things. Luckily, however, humans are extremely resilient. You still have a wondrous future ahead of you. You have grown up a bit but are still young. You are a toddler, and now is the time to play. Play your heart out, but don't forget to be safe. You are very wanted. You can also start to create your own beauty now, not just admire it. Don't hesitate, let your imagination be your guide. You are a budding artist. As you continue to grow, keep playing, but make sure to sprinkle in some learning. And not just math or reading, but also skills like tidying your room, properly introducing yourself to a dog, and how to help someone in need. Life will feel a bit heavier during this time too. You will start to get a glimpse of the more unpleasant parts. You might see your caregivers fight, and that can be scary. You might lose a pet. You might get really sick. Maybe you'll tell your first lie. You grow a little older, and you are almost a teenager. Your brain and body are in full growth mode. You may even start to go through puberty, which is a time in your life when your body is clearly telling you, you are growing up, my friend. Thank you, body, for its honesty. At this age, teasing and bullying may become tempting, but you can resist. Be endlessly kind. Perfect a deep sense of empathy. Oh no, are you the one being bullied? That's so tough. Whatever happens, stand tall and be brave. Tell an adult, you don't deserve to be mistreated. The bully's poor behaviour is their problem, not yours. It's not your fault. Where did the time go? Suddenly, you are a teenager. This can be one of the best times of your life, but also one of the most difficult. You are discovering who you are as an individual, what you like, who you like, and what you stand for. You are on the cusp of discovering your own original style. This incredible time of growth and change, however, can also trigger enormous conflict with teachers, caregivers, siblings, or even the law. Intense, right? If you don't have a solid base of loving caregivers, this time of your life will be even tougher to navigate. Hang in there. You are seen, you are heard. If you do have stable caregivers, is it possible for you to lend a hand, or an ear, or a shoulder to your peers who don't? If yes, great. Make it happen. If not, that's completely understandable. Everyone has their own unique situation. Either way, take great care in who you surround yourself with. Stitching together a patchwork of all your dearest friends can create a custom-made family even more valuable than you ever thought possible. A few years pass, and you are a young adult now. Pat yourself on the back. You made it through your confusing teen years. In your 20s, the world will likely open up. You might have more freedom. Do not take this lightly. Be safe, be responsible, be adventurous, and be courageous, but above all, take outstanding care of yourself. You are a top-notch person that deserves top-notch care. During this time, you might start college or get a rewarding job. You might find a long-term partner or create lifelong routines as a singleton that are reassuring and comfortable. You are gracefully weaving the tapestry of your life. Step back, admire, reflect. Are there still things you wish you could have been taught or learned as a younger person? Of course there are. Revisit them now and master a few more, like how to put out a grease fire, do not use water, or how to beautifully write your name in cursive. Learning to be consistently reliable in all aspects of your life is essential. And don't overlook gratitude. A genuine thank you is priceless. Cement your positive habits now before your brain is finished developing. It'll be much more difficult later. And remember, there's no shame. Do what you have to do to become the best version of yourself, openly and proudly. Here you are, approaching middle age, a fresh streak of grey sprouting in your 30 or 40-something head. Have these years brought you happiness? Do you have the basic necessities and then some? Maybe you have children of your own. Maybe you have the most impressive brood of ferrets this world has ever seen. Do you drink coffee or tea? Do you like tofu, roast beef, or maybe both? Do you happily live on a deserted island, or do you live in downtown Delhi immersed in tantalizing scents, rich colours, and endless traffic? Most importantly, are you happy with how your life has taken shape? A stunning sculpture indeed. But maybe some more modelling is due, and there are certain aspects of your life that could use shaping or smoothing. What more do you want to learn? What more do you want to do? Travel? Learn a new language? Make a new friend? Hop to it. If you are uneasy with the direction of your life, no matter, do your best to change it. It's hard, but you've got this. My goodness, you are officially far over the hill. When you were a kid, a 50-year-old person seemed more like a 500-year-old person. Yet here you are, more quickly than you ever imagined. There are flying cars, aliens among us, and luxury hotels on the moon. Just kidding. The world is very similar to how it was when you were younger, just with more powerful cell phones. You might live in the coziest cabin west of the Mississippi, complete with lush green gardens. Or how about the fanciest flat in London? Do you have grandkids? Grand ferrets? A prolific ant colony? Sounds amazing. You have done an excellent job so far. Your artistry is nothing short of brilliant. Finally, you have made it to the last years of your life. The years flashed by, the days dragged on. If you are lucky, you will be around 100. A nice round number to aim for. It might be more difficult to get around or to remember details. No worries. Time remains to reflect on a life well lived, or maybe not so well lived. Both are okay. Have you lost people? Do you feel lonely? Do you have a few heavy regrets? Or maybe you've just been biding your time until you are able to enjoy the spoils of a more relaxed life. Who doesn't want extra free time to sip coffee and finally put together all those old puzzles? Now is the time to remedy a few of those regrets if you have them. It's never too late to right a wrong or learn something new. So get to it. Have you always wanted to flex your generosity muscle and anonymously donate a large sum of money? Sounds fun. You should do it. Are there words left unspoken? Now is the time for raw, vulnerable conversations. Just started piano lessons? Oh, how wonderful! A blossoming musician. Now, this is when complete honesty is necessary. Your life, as you know it, will likely end soon. Your final brushstroke is nearly here. You will die, but there are still so many exciting possibilities ahead. Your soul might drift off into eternity, or you could meet up with loved ones who have already passed, or maybe even be reborn into someone or something completely different. What do you think? What do you want? One thing is for sure, however. You should be incredibly proud of yourself for making it this far. A genuine accomplishment. Your life is your canvas. An open mind is your brush. And genuine kindness is your paint. Every right turn, every improvement, every misstep, they all become breathtaking embellishments. How beautiful. It looks like you've finally grown into the artist you were always meant to be. The artist of your own reality. I knew you could do it. Kudos, friend. Welcome to the end of your life, or the middle, or just the beginning. To be continued.